Hey, welcome back, guys. I have a new subject here. I was looking at all your comments on the In-N-Out Burger versus Shake Shack, and I got so many different ones where people were even mentioning other burger joints like Whataburger, which is a burger joint in Texas in the South that I went to when I lived in Texas, which I like that too. But obviously, I've got to go with In-N-Out. That's my favorite, and I know you guys have your favorite, so I'm not saying that's bad. Everybody prefers something different, so yeah, In-N-Out all the way for me. But in one of the comments, somebody said they wanted me to do a pet peeve video where I'm listing all my pet peeves. So here they are. One of the biggest pet peeves that I have is just because I'm small, people think that they could come up to me and tap me on the head. I'm not a lap dog. I'm a person. So please, if you see me, do not tap me on the head or else. When I go to a public restroom, I go into the crapper, toilet, whatever you want to call it, and men, just feel like they can just urinate all over the seat, on the floor, all around it, and all that. And it just makes me think, do they do that at their own house? I mean, what makes you decide to go into a public restroom, but others obviously have to use it also, and just urinate all over? Like, you go in there and you lift your leg like a dog does and urinate all over. Doesn't make sense, and it's, it's messy, and I'm sure it's not healthy. Bacteria and all, anyway, yucky. Another pet peeve that I have is, there's people out there that have handicap placards that actually need them. I hate it when I see somebody of average height or whatever come out and get into their car that's parked in a handicapped spot, but obviously they actually don't need it. I don't know if maybe they have relatives, like maybe their father or uncle or somebody is a doctor that filled out the form for them to get a handicap placard, which is illegal. If you don't need one, don't use it. Don't park in that spot. It's for handicapped people. Thank you. Another pet peeve, well, I'm saying pet peeve like all the time. That might be somebody's pet peeve if I just keep saying pet peeve. I think it's starting to irritate me now. When somebody's like in the passenger seat of your car and they've got like a nervous twitch or something, they just start shaking their leg. It's up and down. It shakes the whole car. I mean, just hold still. Sit there. Yeah, it irritates me. This is another one that I have is, I have people that come into my house and, we set up different camera angles and all this, and, they need space for the lighting and the camera. And they ask, politely, can I move this? I say, yes, of course, but please move it back. And then next thing you know, they're gone and it's not moved back. What am I gonna do? I can't lift it. I'm talking to you, camera guy. Might as well throw the hand in there too. Can't leave him out. I do a lot of cooking videos. So, obviously when you cook, you're gonna make a mess in the kitchen. So I ask, just clean up after yourself. If you pull something out and we get it dirty, just clean it, please. When you're having dinner at a restaurant and you're with a friend and you're just having a conversation and eating, and somebody comes up and says, oh, I never do this. Can I get a picture with you, please? I thought you said you never do this, and you're doing it now. But, I hate a wet sink. After you wash your hands, just take a towel and wipe it down so the next person that comes up doesn't get water all over themselves even before washing their hands. And this just happened in my last video, the In-N-Out one, where we were waiting in line to get In-N-Out, and a car cut in line. We were sitting on the street because the line was so long, and they actually went around us and cut in front of all of us and got their food before we did, after we've been waiting for 30 minutes or so. When I travel, I'm sitting on the plane, and I don't sit as high as everybody, and they walk by, and somebody's gonna sit in my row, which that's where their seat is, but they go to stick their bag up in the overhead and lean in right to my face, and it's their crotch. I'm sitting right here. I'm looking at their crotch as they're putting their bag away. No, I don't like that. I hate it when people move things and touch things what they shouldn't and get fingerprints all over it. Look, there's a smudge. So as you guys know, I order a lot of stuff on Amazon and I get different delivery drivers, so they always seem to leave it in a different spot all the time. And sometimes I have a mailbox that's up high. They leave it on top of the mailbox, which I can't reach. That's a pet peeve. Don't you always hate when there's that, like, long, awkward silence? Yeah, kind of like that. Just in case you guys didn't notice, I'm a Michigan fan, and I'm sure you guys hate it when your team loses. For me, when my team loses, I can't talk to anybody for the whole day. And yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why is that a pet peeve? I guess my pet peeve is just when Michigan loses. Another pet peeve is, whenever you're watching TV and a commercial comes on and they say, "Hey Alexa," and your Alexa comes on.
Comes on is usually defined as develop in a positive way, occur, become available, or appear, become visible, make a showing.
Alexa, shut up. Anyway, don't you hate that? This is another pet peeve. I have a neighbor that plays his guitar and has his amp turned up really, really loud, and it vibrates this side of my house, and I'm trying to watch TV or play video games. The guy sucks. He's not good. I'm sure this is a pet peeve for a lot of people also. When somebody's eating and they're chewing and make just a loud noise, like bum, 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 bum. That's annoying. Stop it. I hate it when the toilet paper roll isn't put on properly. I like mine coming out over the top, pulling it, and a lot of times it's tucked in and coming underneath and out. I like it over the top. I hate it when the toothpaste cap isn't put back on properly, and you get the toothpaste that leaks out the side and it gets all hard and crusty, nasty. Another pet peeve, and I know I have a lot of bathroom issues, I guess, when I go into a public restroom and don't realize that the toilet paper roll is out of my reach and I can't reach it. What am I gonna do? I'm already on the toilet. I started. Oh no. Water bottles. I hate it when people take water that I give them at my house and leave it on the counter and don't take it home with them. Probably everybody in LA hates this. Just LA traffic. I hate it when they don't use their turn signal. When you're trying to get out and they're actually turning without using their turn signal and you could have pulled out. I mean, I'm just saying you're waiting, thinking you're going to go straight, but you actually turn. You haven't used your turn signal. Somebody in the fast lane and there's nobody in front of them, but they still feel like they have to hit their brakes. People passing on the right, or just people cutting you off without using a turn signal. You use your turn signal, and you want to get over, and the guy next to you speeds up so you can't get over. People doing 35 miles an hour on the freeway. They call it a freeway. You need to go fast, not slow. We're not on a side street. Here in California, motorcycles splitting between traffic, and I'm sorry, but sometimes you don't see them, and you almost cut them off and have a major accident and hurt them really badly, and you feel bad afterwards, and they have a broken leg and they have to go to the hospital. And yeah, then I start to cry. Garbage trucks, when they show up and they have to back up and they have that backup noise sound horn. And I'm sleeping. Or trying to make a video. Sports spoilers. I record all the games if I can't watch it, at the time that it's on. And then I have people like family members text me, "Oh, did you see that play?" Or "Michigan won and I haven't watched it yet." That's why I record it, and they know I record it. So please, family, friends, don't text me. I'll watch it, and I'll tell you later that I watched it. So that's it for my pet peeve video. I know everybody has pet peeves, so please leave some of your pet peeves in the comments below. And I'll stop saying pet peeves now. Peace. You know what? I feel relieved, like a therapy session just ended. It's like a big relief. Zen moment, I guess.